Good day! Welcome to our discussion of virtuous ethics, a moral philosophy that focuses on developing good character and traits rather than following consequences. In this video, we will explore the key principle of virtues, its history, and how it can be applied in daily life. Join us as we dive into the world of virtues and discover cultivating character and can lead a more fulfilling and meaningful life.
We're diving into one of the most powerful and human-centered approaches to the morality in all of philosophy, virtuous ethics. Whether you've heard of Aristotle or not, this ethical theory has shaped how we think about being good, not just doing good. So let's explore what is mean of live a virtuous life.
Virtue ethics. Virtue ethics is a moral theory that focuses more on the development of moral character or rules or consequences. Example, imagine two people both donate to charity. One does it because it's tax deductible, the other does out of genuine compassion. But virtue ethics praises the second because it focuses on who you are, not just what you do. Question is, how should I live? What kind of person should I become? What is the good life?
What is virtue ethics? Virtue ethics is a moral philosophy that focuses not on rules or consequences, but on character. In simple terms, it asks, what kind of person should I be? Instead of just looking on what's right or wrong. In a specific situation, virtue of ethics looks at the bigger picture, your habits, your behavior, and your values over time. It teaches that becoming a good person is more important than just doing the right thing once. And that morally is deeply tied to who we are and the kind of life we build. Good habits is when you respect and give greetings when you encounter other people, especially older than you. And also our Filipino traditions that we mano po, or getting the hand of our parents, grandparents, or any people that is more elder than us, and put it to our forehead as a sign of respect. Example of good behavior, generosity. Being a generous person is important in virtue ethics because it shapes your behavior in terms of voluntarily helping other people without expecting a return. And also, be honest, be kind, and forgive. Be calm if there is a misunderstanding, so in that case, you become a good person.
Unlike other ethical theories, virtue ethics doesn't provide strict rules or principles. Instead, it emphasizes the cultivation of good character traits like the right attitude, emotions, and reasoning, which are essential to living morally. Example with that is cultivating character. A person might follow traffic laws, not because they fear getting caught, but because they value order and respect for others' safety, reflecting a victorious disposition.
Where did virtue ethics come from? The roots of virtue ethics go back over 2,000 years to ancient Greece. One of the most influential figures in this tradition was Aristotle, a student of Plato and teacher of Alexander the Great. In his work, Nicomachean Ethics, Aristotle argued that the goal of human life is not just to survive or follow rules, it's to flourish. He used the term eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or living well. According to him, the way to achieve this is through the practice of virtue, consistently choosing the right behaviors and attitudes.
Core ideas of virtuous ethics. Let's break down the core ideas behind virtuous ethics. First, virtue. Virtue is a positive character traits like honest, courage, or generosity. A virtuous person doesn't need to think hard about doing the right thing. It comes naturally from character. Second, character. Virtue ethics is centered around who you are, not just what you do. A moral person is someone over time. Third, the golden mean. Aristotle believed that virtue is found in balance. For example, courage is a balance between cowardice and recklessness.
Next is 4 cardinal virtues that Aristotle emphasizes. The main virtues. First, prudence, practical wisdom, knowing how to act rightly. Second is temperance, moderation. Third is courage, balancing fear and confidence. And last is justice, giving others their due. For instance, here are some examples. Prudence. A nurse can be prioritizing care in a chaotic ER, show practical wisdom. Second is temperance, choosing to eat one slice of cake instead of the whole thing. Next is courage, a whistleblower speaking up despite arrest. And last, justice, a fair teacher treating all students equally regardless of personal feelings. How do you develop virtues? Virtues aren't something you were born with. They're learned and developed. How? Through habits and practice, by learning from our role models, through education and self-reflection, and by actively choosing to become better day by day. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly to do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Here are some habits and virtues to develop: honesty, courage, compassion, generosity, patience, justice, and wisdom.
Examples of virtues. 1. Honesty. Honesty means being truthful, sincere, and free from deceit. For example, in countries like Sweden and Norway, people often leave babies in strollers outside cafes because there's a deep culture trust in the honest and decency of others. Second, courage. Courage is doing what is right or necessary, even it is difficult or frightening. Example, in many indigenous cultures, young people go through rites of passage, such as tribal, initiation, or survival challenge, to prove their courage and readiness for adulthood. 3. Compassion. Compassion is feeling concern for others and showing kindness, especially to those who are suffering. So example, in Filipino culture, the value of bayanihan, helping others without expecting anything in return, is a form of compassion. Number 4, generosity. Generosity is the willingness to give and share without expecting someone is returned. Example, in Islamic culture, generosity is a moral and religious duty. During Ramadan, Muslims give to the poor and support communities' needs as a part of their faith, reflecting generosity and as a divine act. 5. Patience. Patience is the ability to wait calmly or endure hardship without frustration. Example, in Japanese culture, patience is considered as virtue. It means enduring through situations with dignity and self-control, often encouraged during group efforts or after natural disasters. Number 6, justice. Justice means fairness, equality, and rule of law. Example, in South African culture, the philosophy of Ubuntu promotes social justice by valuing community, human dignity, and shared responsibility. 7. Wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to make good decisions based on knowledge and experience. Example, in Chinese culture, wisdom is the 5 Confucian virtues. Elders are respected as wise guides, and life lessons are passed through proverbs, teaching, and stories to help younger generation grow in character.
Comparing virtue ethics with other theories. Let's briefly compare virtue ethics with other theories. Deontology, like Kant's theory, focuses on roles and duties. It says, always follow the moral law, no matter the outcome. Example of deontology, the 10 Commandments, which provide a set of moral rules, and Bill of Rights, which outlines fundamental human rights. Utilitarianism, it focuses on consequences. It says the right action is the one that brings the most happiness for the most people. Example of utilitarianism, for example, healthcare resource allocation. A hospital is faced with limited number of beds and must decide which patient to treat first. The utilitarian approach, they might prioritize patients whose treatments are most likely to lead a positive outcome for the largest number of people, even if some patients have longer term or more severe condition. Ethics is different. It's about strict rules or calculated outcomes. It's about who you are becoming. It's about building a good life with a strong character and good habits.
Criticisms of virtue ethics, but it's not without criticism. Some say it doesn't always give clear answers in difficult situations. What counts as a virtue can vary in culture, and sometimes virtue can conflict, like honesty versus compassion. Still, many philosophers see these opportunities to reflect more deeply rather than flaws.
In recent years, virtue ethics has made a big comeback. Philosophers like Elogia Font, Western Vicente, Rosalind Horstad have applied virtue ethics to modern issues like business, medical ethics, and even environment concern. Today, it's used to teach character education, get ethical leadership, and help people reflect on how to live meaningful lives in a complex world. Business ethics. While no single philosopher exclusively focuses on business ethics, as a modern field, several has provided frameworks applicable to business decision making. Immanuel Kant, with this categorical imperative, emphasized universal moral principles that can be applied to business practice.
The field of medicine ethics drew heavily from virtuous philosophical traditions. Aristotle's virtue ethics, focusing on characters and practical wisdom, is relevant to the more moral character of medical professionals. Confucius is a key figure in the history of education. His emphasis on moral development and the importance of education, social harmony has had a lasting impact with the logical approaches. His focus on virtue such as benevolence, righteousness, and property provides a framework for character education.
Telos ascends means that action and decision are guided by a clear understanding of what we're trying to achieve or become. It's about living a life that directs toward a specific purpose or goal. Purpose. Telos as it lives, direction, and meaning. Goals-oriented. Telos guides our action decision toward specific ends. Fulfillment. Achieving our telos can bring sense of satisfaction and happiness. By understanding and pursuing our telos, we can live more purposeful and fulfilling life.